What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing this Black Adam DC Multiverse figure that I got from Ross. As you guys could see, that I ended up getting this figure for $4.99, which is really not that bad. You guys could definitely grow your collection by shopping at stores like Ross. So let's go ahead and open this Black Adam and see, whether he was worth the $4.99. So here we have a tray shot. You guys can see that he does come with his stand, his card, and also this throne chair, which it does look pretty well detailed. So let's go ahead and get Black Adam out and all the accessories that this comes with. So like all DC Multiverse figures, they do come with a collectible card. And this one just says Black Adam with throne. And on the back just has a little bit of detail right here, a little data file information. So next it does come with this matted DC stand, which all DC Multiverse figures do come with a stand. It's nice to have. So next we have this detailed throne chair, which is actually really cool in my opinion. Now you could use this on with other figures, I think, not necessarily only with Black Adam, and it does have a nice wash to it. It is kind of a green yellow kind of color. Now it's not that bad. I mean, it's pretty hollow as you guys could see, so does feel pretty cheap, honestly, but it's still a nice display piece. Now, I'm not sure exactly what the retail was with this figure when it first came out, but it probably was somewhere between $20 to $22. So let's go ahead and get Black Adam and take a closer look at the figure. So this Black Adam figure right here really isn't that bad in my opinion. Just looking at it, the detail looks really great, as well as the paint. The paint application looks really good. It does have like a wash and gold metallic look to it, which is really cool, I think. Now, the only thing that kind of sucks is this isn't the one that comes with the cape, but I guess it's really not too bad. You guys can see that the resemblance of the Rock right here is pretty on point. If I really had to rate this figure as far as like aesthetics, like how it looks, I'll definitely give this figure a decent 8.5 out of 10 when it comes to appearance of how this character looks like in the movie. Now let's go ahead and look at articulation, because that's the most important thing when it comes to figures. So looking at this figure, you guys can tell that it does have a good range of articulation just from the way it looks. You guys can see that it does have double jointed elbows, which is definitely a must in most figures. And then looking at the knee, you guys could see that it does have these two pins right here, and it is double jointed knees, which is great. You guys can see that it does have articulation right here on the ankle, and it does have toe articulation. Now this ankle looks kind of weird, looks kind of broken or warped. Not sure exactly what's going on with this one. I think maybe if I put some heated water to it, it could morph the plastic to go back to normal. So that may or may not prevent this figure from standing on its own, but we'll just look at that as an issue for later on. Now he doesn't have any thigh swivel, not a big deal. Let's go ahead and look at the ab crunch right here. So we're gonna go ahead and move the arm forward so you can have a better look at that ab crunch. He does go forward pretty decent, I guess. I mean, he is kind of restricted for some reason. I don't think this has anything to do with it, but it is somewhat restricted. And when you move back, it does go back pretty good. And his arms do go a full 360. Now looking at the head sculpt, like I mentioned before, does look pretty good, does resemble the Rock. And when he does turn, he's able to turn pretty good. Now looking at the side profile, he does go up that high, which is not too bad, and he does go looking down pretty good in my opinion. This figure isn't perfect by no means, but it's going to be a nice addition to any collection, especially any of the movie DC figures that you guys are collecting. Now when we go back to looking at the swivel right here, his abs does swivel like that, which is actually pretty good, pretty freely, and he does swivel at the bottom as well. So you do got a good range of articulation. So this figure does have butterfly joints, which is actually pretty decent in my opinion. It's a little stiff, but still not that bad. So we're gonna go ahead and put Black Adam on his throne so you guys have a better look at what that looks like. So looking at this figure, he doesn't really sit all that well on the throne chair. Not sure exactly why. The diaper piece on the figure really makes his legs restricted from going up, but it's still a nice addition to this collection. I could also use this stand for other things, so it's really not that bad. But overall, I mean, I'm really satisfied now. I wouldn't pay retail for this figure. Lucky enough, here in 2024, we're able to find a lot of these figures at Ross and other discount stores. So it's really not that bad. I would definitely check out Ross and maybe Ollie's to see if you guys could find other DC Multiverse figures for a discount price. Now, when it comes to this Black Adam figure, we're gonna go ahead and rate it. When it comes to articulation, I'll definitely give this figure a solid 8 out of 10 because the articulation is pretty good. Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees is definitely a must have. I don't really care too much about ab articulation or thigh swivel or even the toe articulation, but everything else is definitely a must have in my opinion. Now, when it comes to the accuracy and the way this figure looks, it does resemble the Rock, and then the paint is really good as well. So when it comes to that, I'll definitely give this figure a solid 8.5 out of 10. Now, when it comes to accessories, this figure does come with this throne, but overall, even though I like it, I would definitely have liked something else, like maybe some lightning effects, maybe some other hands, or even though they have a different version that comes with the cape, I really think that each Black Adam figure should have came with that, not make it like a different version of it. So when it comes to accessories, even though I like that throne, I would definitely just give it a decent 7 out of 10. You know, it's really not that great. But when it comes to the overall figure, I think the figure is pretty decent. I wouldn't pay retail for it, but if you guys can pick this up pretty cheap, I would definitely give this figure a decent 7 out of 10. Now, would I recommend this figure? Only if you guys could find this for really cheap at Ross. If not, I definitely wouldn't recommend picking this figure up unless you're a really good fan of The Rock or just a big fan of that movie Black Adam. But you guys let me know down in the comment section below, what do you guys think of this version of Black Adam, and will you guys be picking this figure up if you guys saw it at Ross? Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.